So Judy Austin is at it again, and I am very sure that they decided between themselves, I'm talking of Yul Edochie and Judy Austin, to divide the approach. What do I mean? How to attack Mary's helper or helpers. That is what they are onto. Yes. Now, Ruth Kadiri is the one that stretched that ends of help towards Mary. Like, you know what, May, it's time for us to help increase your reach. It's time for us to help you improve. Let us build your CV for you. Let us improve your reach. Let us improve on it. Let us increase you. Let us make you more viable. Let us make you more important. Let us take you out of a trader or influencer or brand ambassador or any of that. Let us bring you on the scene. Let us encourage you. And he decided to introduce her into acting. Now, Mary has never been on any of Yul Edochie's movie, either as extra or as anything. She has never been on any. In fact, we've not seen or known her to be in that industry. Maybe she wanted to. Yul Edochie said, no, I don't want you to do the same thing that I do. If we are both into the same, it will not make things work. Many of these actors are like that. Some of them do not want their partner to be in the same, while some want their partners to be in the same, you know, vice versa. The thing is this, Yul Edochie went ahead to get someone in that industry and also wants to have someone who is not in the industry. I don't know if Yul Edochie's plan is to now keep Judy Austin's children in care of May. Like, you know what? Whenever myself and Judy are on set, these children will be with you. No, Yul Edochie had that archaic thought and mentality, thinking that, you know what, I'm going to have this big family. You know, he said he's going to have 12 children. And his thought was that that house in Lekki, he was going to bring in Judy, then maybe bring another woman in. That's what's going to complete the 12. Already, he had Daniela, he has the one that passed away, so that's -1. And he has 2 other children, so that's 3. Judy has brought in 2. Probably Judy wants to make it 3, so it will be the same number. You understand what this is all about? Then Yul Edochie will now get another woman, maybe a younger lady now, that will now complete in that house. That is what Yul Edochie thought about. But none of these things worked out because Yul Edochie is living in the past. He does not know. I mean, come on, who does that? So Judy Austin has decided to do something. Judy Austin has reached out to Ruth Kadiri. Ruth Kadiri is the same as Yul Edochie. What I mean is they are in the same craft. They do the same thing, acting and directing. Ruth Kadiri has ventured into the latest streaming platform, such as Netflix, Amazon Prime, and the rest of that. Now, Judy reached out saying, you know what? You have brought in Judy, you have brought in Mary and not me into this industry. You have brought her in. What makes you think that this lady, her face will sell? Don't forget that they are now waiting on how the analytics of that movie will be. If they are not putting it on cinema, if it's going to be on Amazon alone, it means Amazon has bought the right. If it's going to be on Netflix, Netflix has bought the right. That's how it's done. Most of the time they buy full rights. Sometimes they buy partial. Like, okay, you know what? Put it on your cinema and also put it on Netflix. But most of the time, this streaming, movie streaming platform, entertainment platform, they buy the full right and they pay you off. And they also want to see the analytics on their own end. How many people are calling for this movie to watch? This will determine the next, if they will be buying and how much they'll be paying you. So this is how it works. You'll be able to also see the analytics, how your movie is doing. And with this, it means that your value will increase. Whenever you drop another one, Netflix will increase maybe by a certain percentage. That's how it works. So, Judy Austin started lambasting Ruth Kadiri, saying, you have brought her in. How are you sure that you will be able to make anything out of it? You brought in someone. How can you bring in someone who has no experience, someone who, you know, she started saying a lot of things like, is this how we work? This is not how we work. You brought in someone who is not a face of anything. She is not in the industry. She has not even added experience. Her role and the character and the way there's nothing she did not say. She did not interpret it well. She interpreted it too weakly. Look at it. She did not come out with the energy. Look at how she's talking. Hey, there's nothing she did not say to Ruth Kadiri. And she's talking about the scene where Mary had to dress like the three major tribes in Nigeria: Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa. Now, the way she called the women, saying all women should gather and all of that, you know, it was something that she had to do the way she did it. But Judy said, no, she's supposed to have put more fire in her voice. If you're calling for a revolution, you don't call for a revolution as if you are begging. You have to call for a revolution. There's nothing she didn't say. That, okay, let us see how much people will view this. The analytics, let us see how far it will go. Don't you know that you have brought in this lady to destroy the image that you have created, the reputation you have created, the analytics that you have been trying to build on this streaming platform? You brought her in, all because you needed to spite myself and Yul Edochie. How dare you do this to yourself? Even if you don't want to bring us into this, at least don't put in this lady that has never been on. Is it because she's flying on the mistake of Yul Edochie? Because Yul Edochie kept talking. If Yul Edochie did not talk about her, who is she? Will anybody know her? So Ruth Kadiri listened to all this that Judy Austin said, and she's like, wait, hold on a second. You are saying that I'm the one that introduced Mary to Omoboli. That is the producer of this movie that we are talking about. And you are saying that I'm the one taking her around to meet other producers. You said I took her around to meet Uche Jumbo. She was at the premiere. She was this. She's, you know, there's nothing she didn't say. That you are taking her around. You said I'm taking her around to meet top actors to spite Yul Edochie. So what you are trying to say is, if someone shows interest and that person has like a huge following and people are interested in her, so is it something bad to bring her into? Like, to bring her into the industry? Is this industry created for some specific people and certain people have to be exempted? Like, what are you talking about? Judy said, but you know how we do our things. What she's trying to say is that this industry is like a cartel. We know how we run. We cover each other's back. We don't try to spite each other, even though we have envy, we have strife, and we have all of that in our industry. But you'll be dealt with. We'll make sure that we contact certain people too that will deal with you. We know people that do not like you, that are powerful people in this industry. We'll wake them up against you, so you will know that you have stepped on the tail of the serpent.